and welcome to the eFresh.com Meat, Poultry and Egg News. Today is the 16th of September, and these are this week's headlines. Beijing probes U.S. poultry dumping. High Australian dollar hitting beef exports. Burger boom boosts beef demand. Pakistan keen to cooperate on halal industry. Vietnam salted duck eggs sell well. China has launched a probe into alleged dumping of U.S.-produced chicken products, the Ministry of Commerce said. The probe comes 2 days after President Obama imposed tariffs on Chinese tires. China's poultry industry has long complained of unfair trade practices by the U.S. In March, the China Chamber of Commerce for Import and Export of Foodstuffs called for a ban on imports of U.S. poultry in response to a congressional spending bill restricting China's poultry sales. In June, Beijing asked the WTO to set up a panel to investigate U.S. restrictions. The U.S. accounts for more than 75% of China's poultry imports and 7% of the country's 200 billion Chinese yuan poultry market. One of Australia's biggest cattle companies says a strong Australian dollar is hurting beef exports to Japan and Indonesia. The Australian dollar has risen 23 cents since January to more than 86 U.S. cents. S. Kidman & Co.'s Greg Campbell says a high dollar combined with the global financial crisis is making Australian beef expensive. The industry is in pretty tough times financially, he says. He added that not too many of the operators there have made a profit in the last couple of years, and if they have, it's been very small, slim pickings. Increased sales of fast food in Japan are believed to be behind a rise in demand for imported beef. The latest figures published by Meat and Livestock Australia show Japanese consumption of imported beef rose almost 30% in July, compared with the same month a year ago. But despite the encouraging trend, Australian exports to Japan continue to struggle, with the economic and exchange rate problems keeping prices low. Pakistan is interested to cooperate with the Halal Industry Development Corporation to tap into the growing halal products business, which is expected to achieve double-digit growth every 5 years. The Pakistan High Commissioner to Malaysia, Lieutenant General Tahir Mahmud Qazi, said the Livestock and Dairy Development Department of Punjab has extended an invitation to HDC to visit its world-class halal paraphernalia being set in the country. The department has also invited HDC to adopt a mutually beneficial joint strategy to capture the global halal food market, estimated at $1.3 trillion US. Salted Vietnamese duck's eggs sell well both in the domestic market and in other countries in the Southeast Asian region. They are especially popular with bakeries for making cakes for the Mid-Autumn Festival. The Mekong Delta region, the country's egg basket, is extremely busy fulfilling many export contracts. The director of the Wing Fan Company, a salted duck egg factory in Kantho City, said that his business won orders to supply 9 million eggs a year to Singapore and 800,000 eggs a year to Hong Kong. Salted duck eggs are also shipped to Cambodia under the cross-border agreement. Wing Fan and another company in Vinh Long Province export about 50 million eggs a year to this country. Thank you for watching the eFresh.com Meat, Poultry and Egg News. See you next time.